Stuke here on a rainy evening in Minnesota. We were expecting snow, but it's too warm to snow, so we're getting a little rain, and that'll make make for nice traveling tomorrow morning for anybody that's driving to work. Um, what I'd like to go through today is pickups from the most recent Twin City Sports Collectors Show in Bloomington, Minnesota. We had 58 tables, and there was some nice vintage cards to choose from, along with a lot of nice newer cards and cards from the boom era. Um, I've got a. I'll start off with a few cards from the boom era that I picked up. We'll start with this Bun Candy Bar card of Mario Lemieux. This is from 1992-93. The candy bars are about the size of, I'd say, a Nut Goodie. If people around the country know what that is, it's about the size of this card, probably 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches. And a Wayne Gretzky Parkhurst 1,000 gold card. And a Beckett Magazine card of Michael Jordan, limited to 2,000, and on the back, other side of the card, LeBron James. And a rated rookie of Cade Cunningham. A die cut Justin Jefferson card. And then we'll get into some vintage. Here's a Calvin Coolidge, Julius Caesar, Tuskahoma, McClish. It looks like it's a stamp. I'm not sure where it comes from. If anybody can put down in the comments what exactly this card is, I'd greatly appreciate it. It's with the Indians in this card. Here's what the back looks like. I always like saying his full name. I heard, I believe it was Joe Garagiola say it on the Game of the Week one day. And here's another card. It's a 1975 Broder PCL card of Norm Larker. And most likely, most Broders are blank back. And here's a big league Stars from 1950. This one's been through the mill, but it's from Canada. You can see it's half English, half French. The big card in that set is Chuck Connors, and I guess Tony Lasorda would be the other big card. Well known or valuable, or however you put it. And then I did pick up a whole bunch of exhibit cards. This is a big stack of 1962 and 63 stat back. First one I'll show you is Sandy Koufax. That's a 1962 black back. Ernie Banks. That's a 1962 red back. Warren Spahn, Milwaukee Braves. That's another 1962 redback. Look at all those 20-win seasons he had. I think there's like 12 or 13. And Eddie Matthews. from the Milwaukee Braves. And that's another 61 Redback. And the next stack is 1939 through 45 Salutation exhibits. Got a little stack of those also. I'll go through a few of the key players. And there's a Ted Williams. And that one has a tear in it. And it looks like it was repaired. Tear and a vintage repair. And another Ted Williams. That one also has a little tear. Bob Feller. Hank Greenberg. Carl Hubble. Mal Ott. And these are all salutation because they all have a sincerely yours truly, Luke Appling in the nice old black Chicago White Sox uniforms. And the last stack of exhibits are 1947 through 1966. That was a little bigger stack. And I was able to upgrade and add a few to my set that I'm working on. There's Hank Aaron. These are also blank back. Harmon Killebrew, he's got a little pinhole there at the top. Al Kaline with his rally cap on. Dandy Don Drysdale. And Larry Doby. Those are some of the highlights from that big stack of exhibit cards. Here's another lot that I picked up. It's a stack of 1955 doubleheader cards. And we'll look at, there's Hal Newhouser. Jim Gilliam. And Howie Pollitt. The key for this card is that when you fold it over, you can create a Ernie Banks card. And if you get enough of these cards, you can form like the stadium scene. These two cards go together. And if you have the whole set, you can do the stadium panoramic picture with the whole set. And another card I picked up an authentic Canadian post serial card of Roger Maris. Hand cut, and it's the large P variation. And this one is kind of cool. It's a Venezuela Roger Maris. It's PSA 5 miscut. You can see that edge is barely there, if at all. The only difference on the backs of these is the paper's a little bit different. And finally, my last pickup is sitting in the background here. It's a early 1960s, late 50s original Hartland statue, Willie Mays. You can see it's in very nice condition. No scratching on the hat. Nice bold 24 on the back. The key to the original Hartlands, it says Hartland Plastics. It's stamped on the back of the belt loop there. The anniversary edition will say anniversary edition in that spot. And they're not as, anniversary edition is more of a, it's not as sharp, it's not as good a quality, in my opinion, as the original Hartlands. And then another key to the Hartlands is you want to, if you're going to display them, you want to buy a Hartland that'll stand up by itself. And this one stands up by itself very nicely. But basically, you're looking to make sure the uniform is white, not a cream color. They discolor over time if they're not stored properly or displayed properly. Then you look for scratches and cracks and that type of thing. When I looked at this, there was a Hank Aaron that had the bill of his cap broken off, and I thought I might buy it and see if I could replace the hat, but I didn't. I went with the Willie Mays. I'm glad I did. It's a nice looking statue, and thank everybody for watching, and hope everybody has a nice day today.